Okay, so today we're going to talk about the top 8 new construction neighborhoods in North Dallas. They just happen to be my favorite cities: Frisco, Prosper, Celina, and McKinney. There are some amazing new construction subdivisions out there. I'm just going to give you 8 of my top favorite ones. And so I want you guys to know reasons people are moving here. 1, we don't have any state income tax. 2, the job market is exploding here, and it's just, you get more for your money. 3, amazing schools, some of the top schools in the nation. Location to Dallas and everywhere that you can get around here. It's laid back community feel, it's safe, it's newer, it's just really nice to live here. There's a lot of nice people. You know, when you're driving and people don't cut you off and flip you off and do all those things, it's just generally kind, and I think that's a bonus. So the economics of all of these cities show how amazing they are to live in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to those cities. I'm going to show you my favorite subdivisions in those cities. If you have any questions on anything that I've already stated, drop a comment below and let me know and I'll get it answered. Also text me if you have questions or if you're moving here and need help, because I will help you in every single way. So right now I'm going to take you to Prosper, and I'm going to show you 2 of my most favorite neighborhoods. I'm going to let you hear all of it from Tiffany number 2. Okay, now we're in Light Farms, which is actually Celina, but it's Prosper, it's Zone Prosper ISD. So I did want to include it because there's new construction in Light Farms, and it's one of the most amazing communities. I'm going to show you. I came down to the square, and there's so much going on. They have family events. Sorry, the wind is crazy today. They have family events all the time, and it's just super community oriented. A lot of people have golf carts. They call it a golf cart community. You get to know your neighbors. You get to know the neighbors' kids, and everybody just joins in and has a lot of fun. And I'm gonna go in here and kind of show you around, but I'm also gonna tell you more of the amenities while I take you into some of the model homes.
There are several different builders still building in Light Farms, and so if you want more information on that, I can give it to you. You can just text or call me. The example I have is Shattuck on the smaller lots, so the 40-foot lots. Now remember, you can get all different lot sizes, and the bigger the lot, obviously the bigger the home and the bigger the price. But right now, Shattuck has 40-foot lots, and you can actually still get into Light Farms in the 400s. Now, after Design Center and Lot Choice, it may be a little bit more than that, but they have inventory homes right now. Now remember, this is at the filming of this video, so check the date, but right now they have homes that are ready at the high 500s. So you're looking at a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a game room and a 2-car garage for almost 2,300 square feet at $590, which is not bad. You're going to have a much smaller yard, but that's a great price point to get into Light Farms. And so that goes all the way up into the millions. So just know that if you are within that price range, let me know and I can help you all along the way.
Here at Windsong Ranch. It's incredibly windy, so I'm going to try to do this the best that I can. But Windsong is kind of a unique subdivision all on its own because it's actually rated as one of the #1 all-encompassing subdivisions. It's got a 5-acre freshwater beach lagoon. It's got its own cafe. It's got its own elementary schools. It's got 600 acres of open space, lakes, wooded creeks, hiking, biking trails, catch and release ponds, pavilions, picnic tables, pickleball, tennis. It's got multiple pools, splash pads, dog parks. It's just got everything. But the claim to fame here is that lagoon, and I'm gonna show it to you. But they're still building out here. And so I'm actually at some of the model homes behind me in Shattuck. Shattuck sold all of its lots, so it will not be building anything new, but you can still get pre-owned Shattuck homes out here. But I'm going to take you into some of the models so that you can see just what they're building, because it's amazing if you want to live in a master planned community like this one. And I'm going to give you some more facts as I show you through the house.
So like I said, Windsong Ranch has been a super popular neighborhood since it started. And you can see as I walk through this model, the level of house that's being built out here is just stunning. And I already told you about the lagoon. You can kayak, paddleboard, there's beach volleyball, there's play areas. They're also still building on the actual community. So you are going to have more community centers. The community center is called The Bridge, the new one that's coming. It's going to have a catering kitchen, a huge entertaining area outdoors. They're going to have a beer garden. Windsong Ranch is right north of the PGA, and so it's quick to get there with all the amenities that offers. It's super quick to get to Frisco in general. So if you want a golf cart type of community where they have golf cart parades and community events, it is just a wonderful place to live. The builders that are out here are Coventry, Southgate, Bloomfield, Tradition, Normandy, Shattuck, which I don't think Shattuck has any more lots, Belclair, American Legends, and Partners in Building. I'll give you an example of pricing, but you need to make note of the date on the filming of this video. But right now, on the 50-foot lots at Coventry Homes, a new build starts in the mid 600s, which is not bad to get a new build. You're looking at about 2,100 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, all the way up to 76-foot home sites, which is a much bigger lot size. That's going to start in the low millions, so that $1 million mark. Some can get still in that high 900s, but you have design after that. So just know that it's going to be more than that. And those are going to be around 3,200 square feet on up. And you're looking at 4-bedroom, 3-bath with a 3-car garage. And this is a golf cart community, so a third car is sometimes really necessary if you want to put your golf cart in the garage. So keep that in mind as you're looking.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed those two neighborhoods in Prosper. Now we're going to go to McKinney, and Tiffany number 3 is going to tell you about that. But I want to tell you a little bit about McKinney. Right now, the population is a tiny bit over 211,000 people. McKinney ISD was ranked 42nd in about 413 ISDs. McKinney was actually ranked 54th in over 400 suburbs on where to raise children. And bestplaces.com just ranked McKinney the #1 best place to live in all of Texas. And you guys know how much I love McKinney. So now let's go and let's look at Painted Tree. Tiffany number 3, take it away. Okay, now we're at Painted Tree, and this community is getting so much publicity because it's the coolest communities in that it's created to get you outdoors. First of all, they have nature trails and green spaces. They've got about 200 acres of green space to get you outdoors, whether that's a trail or a park, which is right behind me, with an amphitheater and a place to have an outdoor picnic with your friends and family. So it's just beautiful. And all the model homes are right here close. So I'm going to take you in some, but there's multiple pools, splash pads, parks, all kinds of events and activities. So I just think that you're gonna love it. I will say they've got townhomes here starting around 1,900 square feet, starting around the 500s, and then single family homes going all the way up to 1.2 million. So let's go in and see the models. Falls is brand new. We're actually really close to Anna if you look at a map. And I don't know if you see behind me, but there's a bunch of model homes. I'm gonna take you through them. I'm gonna tell you about square footage and pricing. let me tell you just a little bit about Trinity Falls. Trinity Falls is a master plan community. They have multiple pools. They sit on a nature preserve, 350 acres, which is really cool, and it's got riverfront, so you can actually kayak, and there's walking trails, there's splash pads, there's all kinds of things from a community standpoint, and it's very low maintenance. They have a 55+ community called Del Webb, so anyone out there on my YouTube channel that's looking for 55+, they've got events for that part of the neighborhood. It's just really nice. So if you have more questions about that, text me and I'll give you more information, and I'll probably do a video on 55+ communities in North Dallas. You can actually get into Trinity Falls for $350,000. At least that's what they brag about if you're starting with a townhome. And then it goes all the way up to $1 million, but I would say the average price is about $600,000. So anything from $450,000, like I said, the $350,000 is the townhomes, but single family, $450,000 up to $1 million, depending on what your price point is. And so I know that the grass isn't growing, but you can just see the topography. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna take you in the first builder and show you around. So that was Highland Homes. I hope you enjoyed that information. Let's move on to Coventry. All right, now let's go to Perry, one of my favorites. I hope you guys loved McKinney, and what I had to show you was Painted Tree in Trinity Falls. Now we're gonna head over to Celina, because everybody knows that Celina is exploding. And if you want some good equity, I would suggest you get down to Celina. Actually, you get up to Celina. It's north of here. I'm in Frisco right now. And all of the new subdivisions, it's amazing. So a few facts on Celina, they're super, super small out there right now. It's under 50,000 people. They're expected to grow to 375 to 400,000, so you can be on the front end of that. Celina is still considered rural, so you can actually get a USDA loan, which is 0% down if that's something you want to do. Now there's parameters on that. Not everybody qualifies, so let me know. The subdivisions I'm going to show you in Celina are the Venetian, Wellspring, the Parks at Wilson Creek, because it's one of my new favorites. And a lot of them are ending phase 1 and going into phase 2, which still has a great amount of equity. And then what I love, love, love is Mustang Lakes, and we're gonna show you that one as well. Now we're gonna go to Tiffany number 4. We'll see you there. Okay, now we're here at Wellspring, right by Buffalo Ridge. So I would say that this neighborhood is a little higher price point. And I started in the backyard of the model because, first of all, look how pretty it is. And look over my shoulder what the view is. When it's all finished out and there's grass everywhere, it's just gonna be stunning, but I'm gonna take you inside right now. At the Venetian model homes, and there are 4 of them. 2 1 stories and 2 2-stories, and I'm going to show you the insides. They're nicknamed Lagoon Life because they have a huge lagoon that they're putting in, and you are going to be able to swim, and it's going to be huge. But there's so many other amenities. They have playgrounds, they have all kinds of indoor activities like a bowling alley. They're gonna have an adult lounge. They're having restaurants, yoga. They're gonna have a state-of-the-art fitness center and an arcade. So back to this lagoon, which is what's drawing everybody here. It's white sands, huge lagoon, and I'm gonna show you a couple of pictures. One thing I think it's important to know about this particular subdivision, it's actually zoned for McKinney ISD. So if you live in this part of Celina, you're going to McKinney ISD, and it's A-rated. It's an amazing school district, and you have all of the great athletics and arts and everything they have to offer. You would be going to Naomi Press Elementary, Scott Johnson Middle School, and then of course McKinney High School. So now we're here in Mustang Lakes, and I have done multiple videos over Mustang Lakes because I love it, and it's just a really beautiful neighborhood, and they've got water features and huge catch and release ponds. They have tennis courts. They have an amenity center with a workout room and places that you can hold events, you know, family, friends. But you just don't get more serene than this. You know, at least up here in Celina, it's just a really pretty neighborhood. Now, they are just fully building out the neighborhood. You can see behind me that there's a lot more development going on. And multiple builders, Shattuck, Highland, Perry, Traditions. There's some really good ones. I'll show you through some of the models, and you can just see how great the craftsmanship is. You're gonna be anywhere from mid 700s all the way up over to $1 million. So it just depends on what lot, what builder, what upgrades. And so I just think you would love Mustang Lakes. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to text me because it's just a beautiful place. I'm just a big fan. Mustang Lakes is Celina, but it does go into Prosper ISD, which definitely is a draw to a lot of people. Some of the draws are that they have multiple pools, they have basketball courts, tennis courts, they have 10 miles of hiking and biking trails, multiple playgrounds. I just showed you the 5-acre catch and release pond, and they have an amphitheater and just all the outdoor things. You'll love it. I wanted to finish up with the parks at Wilson Creek. It is a brand new master plan community. Look, you can see that it's just now being developed. This is the perfect example of what you need to know. Builders build in phases, okay? And statistically, whoever buys in that first phase, so phase number 1, let's say you buy at 500,000. By the time phase 4, 5, 6, and 7 are done, you already have amazing equity, because if you bought your house at 500,000, odds are that exact same floor plan being sold in phase 8, which could be the last phase, or however many phases there are, that last phase, your same floor plan is probably going to be selling for $50,000 to $100,000 over what you paid. So you have so much equity that that last buyer doesn't have. So talk to me if you are wanting that added bonus, because there are so many new construction subdivisions here in Celina that it's easy to do. And I can tell you what I would predict, you know, long term. I mean, you can't hold me to it. It's just a prediction, but I know this area very well. Same as the fields in Frisco. I've told you guys that's the biggest equity run we're gonna see in Dallas-Fort Worth, I believe, ever. They're calling it a 50-year neighborhood in the fact that you probably won't see this type of equity in the next 50 years. And I believe it's a higher price point, the fields in Frisco by the PGA. Let's say you spend $1 million. I think in the next 3 to 5 years, you're gonna be looking at 1.5 up to 2 million that your house is gonna be worth. It's gonna be insane. So anyway, reach out to me through my telephone number. Text me, call me if you want information on phase 1 construction, and I can help you find it. Other than that, let me take you into the model at Wilson Creek. I want to kind of go over a few things. They do have a 100-acre city park that's available that's going to be stunning. They have 12 lakes, fishing, catch and release. They have a resort-style pool and an amenity center with a kids pool. They're going to build a second amenity center as the phases get built. And they're gonna have sand volleyball, basketball, all kinds of trails, running, walking, biking. Once this is finished and it's green, it's gonna be beautiful. But you can see all around me. This is phase 1, guys. So yeah, it's not gonna be as pretty, but your finances are gonna be pretty buying in phase 1. So let me know if you're interested. Okay, so we are back in Frisco now. I hope you guys really enjoyed Celina and all that it has to offer. You guys know I'm partial to Frisco because it's where I live. I am moving to the fields and building here. I'm actually here right now. As you can see, I feel like they all know me by name because I'm up here all the time. If you guys are interested in the fields, please let me know. You're not gonna get a bigger equity run anywhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So we are still in phase 1, and I just think it's worth looking at. You can get in with as little as $750,000, maybe 700 in one of the smaller homes, all the way up to 3 million. Okay, so I'm gonna show you 2 new constructions in Frisco, Tapestry and the Fields. And so I'm gonna let Tiffany number 5 show you Tapestry. So stay tuned because I'm gonna update you on the Fields right after that. So this community is called Tapestry. It's just a new concept here in Dallas-Fort Worth, and it's homes made with nature. And when I say that, I truly mean nature. They're actually putting gardens on the roofs, real live gardens with dirt and flowers and all kinds of things. And it's a living ecosystem. It's on the Rowlett River. So you can see behind me, this is a live river that's pooling, and then it goes over that bridge, which I'm gonna take you there in just a second. You can also see in this pond behind me, there are the ducks that are there. It's just a living, breathing ecosystem. I mean, I know we live in an ecosystem. I'm just saying that neighborhood-wise, some of them get pretty sterile. You know, it's just house after house after house. And this one, it's going to be built with responsibly sourced materials, and it's going to have an ecological thumbprint on it. So it's just a really cool concept. So they're gonna have multiple ponds. They're gonna build around hundreds of these mature trees. And that's what's crazy about some of this development, which, you know, there's good and bad about development. There's so much open land in Frisco, and it's beautiful, and it's been sad, sometimes sad to see it all just turn into housing or strip malls, because I'm used to driving down the road and seeing 100 steer, you know, livestock grazing on these huge pieces of farm, and all of a sudden they're gone, and it's a Tom Thumb now. And so I know it's progress, but still it's sad to see some of that go. And they're keeping all of this. It's unbelievable. So if nature and the ecosystem and being out in it and feeling like you're not just in a cookie cutter neighborhood, this could be the place for you. I know that you guys may not be able to see it, but down there, that's running river, and it's running from here. So it's just stunning here. So basically it says Tapestry homes are becoming known for their rooftops with native Texas grasses and large glass panel doors along the outside so that you always feel close to nature. That's what it says on their website. And so I just think that if that is your jam, then this is the place for you. I'm so excited about it. They haven't even really started building yet. They're going to have their grand opening later in the month, and I'll do a whole video just on Tapestry. Okay, so this is open. It's their model, and I'm going to take you in, and this is a first glimpse. Nobody really knows this is here yet, so come on. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed Tapestry. It literally is one of a kind. It's unbelievable. So if you like that unique environmental feel, then Tapestry is the place for you. Reach out and I'll get you some more information. As far as the fields go, I wanted to give you guys some updates. It is moving along, and I'm gonna show you some of the model homes so that you kind of remember what it looks like and the pricing on that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And guys, text me, call me. I'll answer all of your questions. We are here to help you. Okay, a few things I'm going to point out about the fields that I think is super important. It is being called a 15-minute neighborhood, meaning that you can walk outside your front porch and get anything you need within 15 minutes. Fields West is going to be a majority of the provider of that. It's going to be huge, and it's going to be right over there. All that excavation happening over there, it's literally walking distance. Okay, and so that's what's cool about it. Or golf cart. This will be a golf cart community. So a lot of people will have 3-car garages, and you'll be able to put your golf cart in the garage, and then you can just take your golf cart to Fields West, eat on a patio with twinkle lights on the lake, go to an outdoor concert, shop at Gucci or Louis Vuitton, or all the different shops they're gonna have. They're gonna have a Ritz-Carlton. It's going to be epic. There's gonna be 3 hotels in Fields West. So because everything's changing so fast, I wanted to reiterate that a lot of people don't know that the PGA moved here from Florida specifically to be here. When all of this land was just raw farmland, Mr. Fields owned it, and that is why it's called the Fields. And he didn't have any heirs, and so it was sold to a developer. And that developer went and met with the PGA in Florida and pitched it to them to come here, save all this money, have all this raw, amazing land to turn into the golf course, and then build this huge $10 billion development around it. And so it's just going to be gorgeous. You have Brookside South, which is where I'm at. You'll have Brookside North, which is going to be a little bit north that way. And then you'll have the Preserve, which is right behind us, not these houses, but the next subdivision over. It's gonna be the only gated and guarded community. Those houses, and I'm gonna show you, I just got some renderings from one of the builders, and they're unbelievable. They're going to be anywhere from 4 to 5.5 million, the ones I'm gonna show you. They're gonna be smaller plots, but 2 to 3 stories high with rooftops. It's going to be stunning. But the houses in the Preserve are going to be anywhere from 4 to 5 million all the way up to 25 million. There's over 2 miles of golf course view, and it's a peak, and so the homes will be raised so that all people will have a really great view. It's going to be stunning, and it definitely is going to be one of the most epic neighborhoods in the nation once it's all built out. And don't forget that Frisco has over 30 miles of trail system. And so they're all interlooped. So you could literally walk all over Frisco and never go over a major road because they built them all under the roads. So it's really safe for kids on bikes, runners, golf carts, whatever. So it's good. It's super fun out here. Okay, so Fields West, what is that? I know I already said a little bit about it, but if you've been to Legacy West or if you watched my Plano video where I show you Legacy West, the same architect is building Fields West. Fields West is gonna be 2.5 times the size of Legacy West. So it's going to be epically bigger. And there's going to be water. There's going to be, it's called the chain of lakes. So there's just lake after lake after lake. And a lot of the restaurants will be built on the water. I believe it's going to be the epicenter of Frisco when it's all built out, and just a really fun place to go at night with the twinkle lights and lots of shopping, lots of family time. So we're really all looking forward to it. They've already broken ground and they're trying to have a large part of it done by 2026 because we are hosting the World Cup in 2026. As far as Brookside South, which is where I'm at right now, they have Darling Homes, Shattuck, they have Olivia Clark. Those are some of the smaller ones. They can be built on 35, 40-foot lots. Shattuck also builds on 50-foot lots. Then you've got Britain and you've got Huntington, which is probably the most expensive house out here, but also the most epically beautiful. They actually got Model Home of the Year. And then you've got Toll Brothers, which is behind me. That white one right there is Toll Brothers. And then you can't see Britain because the mailboxes are in the way, but I'll show you guys. I'll put all the videos up. But again, we're in phase 1, starting phase 2, so there's still a lot of equity to be earned. Toll Brothers has lots that are up to 70 foot and they can overlook the water or green space, so it's just gonna be stunning. So what I would tell you guys is, after hearing all that I've said about all the new construction here in North Dallas, so many businesses are moving up here to North Dallas because it's close enough to Dallas, but far enough away that you're not gonna have the traffic and just the tight feel of all the people. So I would really encourage you guys to take a look. Text me, call me, I will help you every step of the way. We have a great team. We're helping people every day. We get phone calls. And so feel free to reach out, like and subscribe us. We are so thankful that you watch our channel. And I hope you enjoyed this. And until the next video, we hope you have a great rest of your day.